Hi guys, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be predicting the scores of the final set of fixtures for the second leg of the round of 16 in the 2020-2021 Champions League. Now, these fixtures take place on Tuesday the 16th of March and Wednesday the 17th of March. But before we get into predicting these scores, let's have a quick look back at how well we got on last week. So as you can see in our little table, I'm currently in 8th position in the last round of fixtures from last week. I just came away with one result, which was the correct result between Juventus and Porto. Overall now I'm on 5 points with just the one perfect score. But top of the leaderboard is Francis Bellardi, currently on 12 points overall with 2 perfect scores. Second place we can see that Tan Yu Liat is in second place on 9 points with 1 perfect score, and in third place we've got Keanu Trout on 7 points overall and 2 perfect scores. So if you're playing along at home, have a look at where you are on the leaderboards. There's Hassan Ali in 6th position, 5th position is David Redgrift, SG Minor in 13th position, 10 Step 18th position, the Dugout Football Channel in 20th position, Mark Chapman in 29th position, all the way down to Matthew Medley in 37th position. So as usual, I'm going to leave a template of the fixtures in the description, so at the end of this video, if you make your predictions, you can maybe see yourself climb up the table. But enough of that, let's crack on and make some predictions. So first up on Tuesday, we've got Manchester City coming up against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the first leg, of course at the Puskás Arena in Hungary. This finished 2-0 to Manchester City with Bernardo Silva and Gabriel Jesus grabbing the goals. If Manchester City win this fixture and go through to the next round, it will be their 4th successive quarter-final appearance. Manchester City currently find themselves in first position in the English Premier League, winning 5 of the last 6 fixtures. Over the weekend they beat Fulham at Craven Cottage 3-0, whereas Gladbach currently find themselves in 10th position in the Bundesliga, not having the best of times this season. They've lost 5 of their last 6 fixtures, and over the weekend they lost 3-1 away against Augsburg. So how do I see this fixture panning out? Well, over the weekend Manchester City, as I've already said, beat Fulham at Craven Cottage, managing to arrest Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne in the process there. I think they were both on the bench, but they didn't actually come on, so they've had a really good rest, and coming into this fixture I fully expect them to beat Gladbach 2-0 after the first leg. I think they're going to come away with a 3-0 victory in this one, and it'll be 5-0 overall on aggregate. Next up, also on Tuesday, we've got Real Madrid coming up against Atalanta. Now this takes place at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium, which is part of the training facility in Madrid. Of course, the Bernabeu at the moment is being renovated, and of course we've got the demonetized virus going on as well. But in the first leg, this finished 1-0 to Madrid in Atalanta. Ferdinand Mendy got the only goal, and Remo Freuler, I think it is, was sent off in the first half for Atalanta. So it did finish 1-0. It was a very close game, but I think it's going to be a repeat scoreline in Madrid, and I can see Madrid winning this one 1-0, going through on aggregate 2-0. So next up, we've got Bayern Munich coming up against Lazio, and this takes place in the Allianz Arena in Munich. Now the first leg finished 4-1 to Bayern. Very comprehensive win for the German side there. Currently, Munich find themselves at the top of the Bundesliga, winning 4 of their last 6 fixtures, including 3 on the bounce, and they beat Werder Bremen on the weekend 3-1 away from home. Lazio, on the other hand, find themselves in 7th position in Serie A, winning 3 of their last 6 fixtures, and they beat Crotone, who are, I think, they're bottom of Serie A, 3-2 on the weekend. So how do I see this one panning out? Well, the Germans are already 4-1 ahead from the first leg. I think this is going to be a straightforward victory in Germany. I think they're going to win this one 2-0, and it'll end up 6-1 on aggregate overall, seeing Bayern Munich marching on into the quarter-finals. And the final fixture, the second fixture on Wednesday evening, is Chelsea coming up against Atletico Madrid at Stamford Bridge. Oliver Giroud, of course, scoring the solitary goal in Spain last time out, which ended up with a 1-0 victory to Chelsea. Currently, Chelsea find themselves in 4th position in the Premier League, winning 3 and drawing 3 from their last 6 fixtures. On the weekend, of course, they went to Leeds, Elland Road, and carved out a 0-0 draw. How they didn't get something, 3 points in that match, I never know. I think both teams did hit the bar, though, in that fixture. Atletico Madrid find themselves top of La Liga with 2 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss in their last 6 fixtures. Over the weekend, they drew 0-0 against Getafe. There were concerns about Oblak, the keeper, being injured for this fixture, but it looks like he's going to be fit for this fixture in London. So how do I see this one panning out? 1-0 to Chelsea in the first leg with that Giroud goal. This one's going to be very, very close. I can't see Athletico actually losing this fixture. However, I think they're going to play out a 0-0 draw, which will see Chelsea go through on aggregate 1-0. But Madrid are going to have to come out and play. But I think it's going to end up in stalemate. And the Blues are going to go through to the quarterfinals 1-0. So that concludes my predictions for the second leg of this last batch of fixtures in the round of 16 in the Champions League for the 2020-2021 season. As usual, I'm going to be leaving a template of these fixtures in the description. If you want to play along at home and attempt to move up the predictions league, then make sure you leave your predictions in the comment section. But for now, before I go, just like to remind you that Nathan's going to be streaming on Tuesday evening for the Cardiff City fixture against Stoke City. We're going to be making our Premier League predictions for week 29, I think it is, for the Premier League on Wednesday evening, and Nathan will be streaming again on Saturday for the big one, the South Wales derby between Cardiff City and Swansea City at the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And don't forget, myself and Nathan will be appearing on the Dugout channel, World of Football podcast, on Monday evening, where we'll be discussing the South Wales derby in great depth on that podcast. But for now, I'd like to bid you all farewell, and I'll see you all next time.